is Wednesday, November the 25th, and we're going to be talking about 6 different things, and it has to do with all different things here. And like I said, we're going to do it in 6 different parts, but right now we are going to talk about lighting. Ways to light your home in a power outage, power disruption, off-grid living, whatever you may want to call it. So some forms of ways to light your home would be by candle, or by this light that keeps going on and off, motion activated. And right now we have a basic candle like this. Now let's see. We shut this light out. One little candle. Doesn't give a lot of light. It's going to go out on me too. Watch and see. But now if we take a candle and we light it, and we put a glass shade over it, that candle is actually going to burn a little bit brighter, shine some light over a bigger area. Another form of lighting would be oil lamps. So with all the different forms, we also have this one there that I had on earlier. This is a solar pack. This is the BioLight 360. This light up here, I can turn it on and leave it on, different settings, or I can set it to that light to be motion activated. And then its own little solar panel, usually be facing it the other way out a window. Which one's hooked up here? That one. Gonna make all kinds of light here. We also got this little green pack here. This one's good for off-grid. System on its own too as well. This one you can power on. Has a flashlight. It's quite bright. Or you can turn on individually lights. They are quite bright. Right now, we got quite a bit of light in here. It's hard to tell. But now with your oil lamps, you have choices of either burning kerosene or lamp oil. You also have choice between clear kerosene and a red kerosene. I have clear. The red kerosene has a dye into it, which is not clean burning. It's not good for you to be breathing in. That's the reason I do not buy it. Another form of lighting would be if you wanted to make your own candles. That is premium container wax. These are 2 candles that I've made in the past. Now, if you're going to be burning the lamps, you need to make sure you have wicks on hand for your different size wicks. Different lamps have different ones. Plenty of matches or lighters on hand to light them. And we have all kinds of candles here. Just emergency lighting candles. Make sure you have a smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector. This one is built in for the 2 together. Or if you're going to go with flashlights where the power goes out, make sure you have plenty of batteries on hand. Right now we're going to shut off a couple of these lights here. Shut off this one when we get off. Now with this here little one here, just shut down some of these lights. Find a switch. So right now I'm just running one light. Right here, battery indicator, tells you how well your battery is charged. Right there is a USB plug-in. Now what I like about this, that's loud. Hey Conway, can you do that? Thank you. We are gonna plug in this little tiny thing. And we have a little fan here. Runs on USB. It's quite powerful actually for a little tiny lamp. That's on high. You can really hear it running. Higher yet. As you can tell, my battery pack is not quite charged in that. And with this little fan, it's 5 watts, 5 volt input. It's a really nifty little fan. So we'll shut this one down. It's cool. It gets a little darker. So we're back up here with the lamps. Now with just being 3 little lamps, we do get quite a bit of lighting. Now I just lit this one up here. This one hangs on the wall. These ones are pretty good to have. Keeps your light up higher. Keeps it out of the way. If you get cats, they can't exactly get a hold of it and knock it over. No matter what you're burning, make sure you have a fire extinguisher on hand. It might come in handy at some point. But these are just a few ways of lighting when the power goes out, or if you just want to light up your cabin, live off grid. But like I said, like this little power pack has its own individual solar panel, 3 lights. They can be strung one off the other, so you can go quite a ways just running those. Same as that little green pack there, has 3 lights, its own solar panel, its own battery pack, of course, built in. It's a really good lighting source. As long as you have sun to charge it, and they last for quite a while. The green one, like I said, this has light indicators. But this one here, take this off. It's bright. Try it. Can't dim it out any. Okay. Sun. Try to find it here. There. See? It says sun, no power. That's because the panel is not bringing in any energy. It is telling me my battery is at 94% charge, 20 hours to empty. FM radio is off. Now we're going to go back to battery. Turn on a couple lights. Focus in. That's on a brighter charge. Brighter bit. Dollar light. So this one being on bright. Hours to empty. Put myself another one. Get another one turned on. 11 hours to empty. 10 hours to empty. 9 hours to empty. Both these lights are 7 hours. Are on bright. Turn this one on to low. Turn this one on to low. With two lights on low, you're still sitting at 24 plus hours to empty, which is not bad at all, because they do give off quite a bit of light. And I really like that little blue rig, that BioLite. It breaks everything right down. But now, breaking this all down, candles are cheap, relatively. They're not that expensive. They do not burn as bright as an oil lamp or as bright as a solar light. Now, with the oil lamps, kerosene lamps, whatever you want to burn into them, with the lamp oil, 1 gallon should last you just a little over a month, and that would be burning at about 5 to 6 hours a day, or evening I should say. Kerosene, it does burn a little bit longer than the lamp oil, so you will get a little bit more burn time out of it. For that amount, probably about a month and a half on a gallon. Burn it for the same amount of time, 4 or 5 hours an evening, maybe 6 if you're pushing everything. Now as for these, the sun is free for your charging, but your cost is gonna run you about $200 with taxes in here in Canada. I'm not quite sure, but in the States. Now this little green pack here, same goes with it, has its own solar panel, has 3 lights. The sun is free for making the light. That's my cat scratching. This will run you, depending on when you find it, if you find it, anywhere between $60 to $100. Either which way, it's not bad. This thing runs for quite a few hours when it's fully charged. You can get a few days out of it. It's running it here and there, a couple hours each evening. But this is going to end my short little video on ways to light your home. We'll do another part later on today, talking about a few other things here on different forms. I think the next video we're going to do is ways to heat your home. Look at all this light. Isn't it pretty?